Hello and welcome to Techos Cake, where, as always, we're going to be talking tech and eating cake.
Oh yes.
We have a lovely chocolate number here today.
It looks very delicious.
I'm going to savage that in a bit. Yeah. So what are we talking about today? We're doing some...
We're talking budget tablets.
Yeah. What are we talking here? So we got the Linx 10.
Have you heard of the Linx 10?
Linx 10 Windows tablet. And you have the...
I've got the Linx 8 and the, I don't like saying this, you say it.
The Bush MyTablet. Yep, that's what it's called.
MyTablet. It's a tablet by Bush.
I'm just going to call it My Bush from now on. And we'll carry on.
I won't be referring it to as my
So
Bush.
yeah, so I have here the Linx 10, which is these are all the budget tablet range.
Yes,
So
all Windows flavoured as well.
all Windows flavoured. I've been using this for the past week or so. It's running Windows 8.1, which is, you know, it's the one that I have at home.
And it's full fat Windows as well.
This is full fat Windows. This is the first thing to kind of to stress is that this is not just the tablet OS. This is a fully fledged machine. Onto the other stuff.
Yes.
So first of all, build quality.
It's a hefty.
It's a hefty
mofo.
device. It's more reminiscent of the old school stone tablets than a modern tablet, if I'm honest with you.
And that is a hefty bezel.
It's very
as well.
heavy, hefty bezel.
Yeah.
You know,
Check out that bezel.
the design is nothing to write home about. It kind of just it works.
It's a bit behind the times, isn't it?
Yeah, a little bit cheap, a little bit
45
plastic.
years ago.
It's got this really weird thing where if you press on the screen, it actually indents slightly. It's like a plastic screen, which I thought was funny. So yeah, build quality not best. The screen itself is not the best.
Yeah,
Again, I mean,
I'd guess that because
budget range. It's 1280 wide by 800 tall, so it'll run your 720p videos, but not 1080p. It's not going to do that. You can notice some, you know, anti-aliasing around there. It's a bit jagged, but
pixelated in places, I imagine. As
it does okay. I mean, it's got decent brightness. It's got decent colours. If you're going to be watching a film on it, it's going to be okay. You know?
Okay.
That'll be fine.
Yeah.
Performance-wise, it's got a quad-core processor in there.
Oh wow.
1.33 gigahertz. It's not great. Again, it's a bit sluggish, especially if you're doing multiple things. If you're browsing the internet and then maybe you want to take a Skype call, and maybe if you're watching a video and you want to check an email or something like that.
Yeah.
It tends to get a little bit slow switching between apps and things like that.
So this is not a multimedia powerhouse, basically.
It's not a multimedia powerhouse, which is again what's kind of strange about it being full fat Windows. In that, you know, you could plug this into a keyboard and you could use it as a laptop really. But it really kind of lacks the oomph for that.
Yeah.
If you are going to be just using it sort of like browse the internet or something like that, it's possible. But, you know,
a casual tablet.
Yeah, it's not a monster.
I'd say most budget tablets are casual tabs anyway. I think they've got high aspirations, as you've seen with this one. You know, it's running, you know, fully fledged kind of PC software on it, but it doesn't necessarily have the grunt to back it up. And I think that's where the price comes in.
Well, one of the few features that I liked about this is about the OS actually is that there is a kind of a feature where you can pull something down from the top there, slide it to the side, and you get a split screen view.
Yeah, that's nice. I do like that with Windows.
And then you can like pull out other tabs and have dual screen view like that. So you could legitimately be doing like two things at once and multitasking.
Yeah.
But
and
then
it's not slowing down.
But then it doesn't really have the CPU to back it up, which is a bit odd. Comes with 24 gigs of hard drive space. This is the 24 gig model. Sorry, there's a 32 gig model as well.
Micro SD slot.
It has a little slot on the side there for expansion of memory, I believe.
A feature that not a lot of high-end tablets have.
No, true. But I mean, the other thing is because it's full fat Windows, it's 8 gigs of that is already taken up by Windows. So you've kind of been shortchanged already a little bit there.
So they've done you a favour there.
2 gigs of RAM. Again, it's adequate. But you know, if you have too many things open, that's going to be taken up very quickly, especially again because it's full fat Windows. So I've saved the best till last.
What's that?
Is the camera.
Should we just move on? It's a budget tab.
2 megabyte camera. It's a piece of crap. Don't use it. It gives very grainy pictures.
Oh dear, yeah, 2 megapixels.
2 meg on the back, 2 meg on the front.
Oh dear.
It'll work for your Skype calls.
Yeah.
But you're going to look like you're calling from, you know, 10 years ago.
90s.
So, not a fan of the camera, but it kind of just does the job.
I've not seen the camera and I'm not a fan. That's bad spec.
Sound-wise,
budget tablet.
Yeah, budget tablet camera, not good. Sound-wise, we have 2 little speakers on the back, and it does sound like you're listening to something inside a tin can. So they're not great either. But you know, if it's just for like notification sounds and things like that, again, they do the job.
Exactly.
I guess what I'm saying overall is this tablet does the job, barely. That's what it does. If you want something that is dirt cheap, that you're just going to browse the internet, you're just going to, you know, like check your emails and things like that. You're going to sit on the sofa and you're just going to, you know, casual things, it's fine. There are cheaper alternatives out there. Even its
and just better alternatives.
Even its baby brother, the Linx 8 is, I think, probably a better alternative because it's a hell of a lot cheaper. This one runs at $159.
Yeah, that's quite pricey based on what you've said about it.
Exactly.
I'd expect it to be closer to 100, which is.
And the smaller one is a very similar spec and just a smaller screen. And if you're just browsing and doing that kind of stuff, I think you could also go for something like a Kindle Fire.
Oh yes, you
or
could
even Tesco Huddle or something like that.
Tesco Huddle 2 is quite good actually.
Even if you're getting like
tablet.
previous generation Nexus 7, I think you'd be better off with.
I was going to say, for me, that is still the budget tablet to beat, and it's old.
Yeah, and discontinued now, so hopefully.
Well, you can still find it on the internet.
You can still
somewhere,
find it
just not
you can
via
still grab
Google,
one off Amazon,
yeah,
not via Google.
So, in terms of top 10 or top 5 list of budget tablets, would you put the Linx 10 in there?
Top 10, I think it would scrape in there. Top 10. Top
Not
5.
Top 5.
No, you're pushing it now. I mean, this could be personal preference, but I would spend a little bit more money and go for something just a little bit better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think, like we said earlier, I think these tablets are for the more casual user.
Yes, definitely.
If you like to keep your fingers in
Buy
lots
one
of
for your
open
nan,
apps.
you know? Buy one for your, if you want to get one for your kids.
Yeah, I was going to say, palm them off.
Because they're probably going to smash it within a week, so you haven't lost a lot of money there, you're fine. But yeah, that's the roundup.
Cool.
So yeah, I mean, you let us know if you would buy one of these, if you were thinking of buying one, and I've turned you off. You know.
Not everyone can afford an iPad or a Samsung.
No, I mean these have generally received quite good reviews from around the web. I am just not a fan. So let us know what you think, and don't forget to subscribe for more tech-related content.